Hey folks, I know you haven't heard from me in a little bit. This is Kyle Keogh, and I have been gone for the better part of, well, almost 3 months now. Where have I been? After the last meet that I did in August, I just decided the best thing for me and for my training was going to be to get off the grid for a little bit. My plan was to do that through my next meet, so just to take a full 6 months, not really promote anything with my lifting or anything like that, or put anything out there. And I did that for a time, and I was happy with it for a time. Some point last week, I went to a seminar, traveled just outside of Chicago to listen to Martin Rooney speak, and he talked very briefly about putting out content and doing so as a sort of public service to the people that surround you. And it was something that hit home with me because up until this point, I had been really happy being off the grid and not really talking to anybody about anything with regards to training. But I had found myself really unhappy with all of the stuff that, or at least a lot of the stuff that I was reading about training from other people. Getting frustrated with the fact that I see a lot of gibberish out there about training. And ultimately, I realized that I don't have any right to be upset by that if I'm not contributing anything as a public service. So, with all that said, as part of a resolution to start putting content back out, I am going to start my YouTube channel up and my videos up again. So, we are in the very beginnings of training for the next meet that I'm going to do, which is going to be the Raw Unity meet. So, I've done 7 and 8 for the Raw Unity meet, and I'm going to do 9, which will be at the very end of January of next year. That'll be my second meet at 165 pounds. Last year I went 148 in February for the last time. I broke the unwrapped world record for the total in that weight class. Since then, that's been broken, so now I'm a former world record holder. Then went up to 65. In August, I did a meet in wraps, and I did 1603 at 165 in my first meet at that class, and that's like something like 12th or 13th all time. Um, Decided after that meet that I'm definitely going to be competing outside of wraps for a bit because I'm just not really any good with them anymore, and I just don't benefit from that style of competition. I put myself at a disadvantage when I compete in wraps because I'm really not a skilled wrap squatter at this point. So decided I would do Raw Unity again and do it at 165, which is my new weight class. Since you last heard from me, training's actually been going pretty well. I took a big step back, fixed all of the issues with my tendonitis, which is in the process of healing up, and I'm finally able to start training my bench again. Made pretty good gains on my squat, which I am just now resetting in preparation for this next meet, and overall have just gotten back to the training that actually works. So right now I'm in an accumulation phase. It's all straight set work. It's all really easy because my work capacity constantly needs to be fixed after I work away from these phases for a while. So squatting and benching 3 times a week for the next 4 weeks. The benches that you saw, that was just 235 for sets of 12. Really, the focus on all of this work is number one, technique, number two, rate of force development. So bar speed and technique is everything that I'm thinking about when I come in on these particular days. This right here is my squat session from today. Did 340 for 4 sets of 12. Work capacity's really not great because the bar speed's fine. I'm exhausted by the end of all these sets. But it's good that I'm getting in this work now because this will help me lay a foundation for this next upcoming meet. As far as goals go for this next meet, I just want to have a really good training cycle, which I haven't had in a while. And it's funny considering I had my two best meets last year came off of pretty mediocre training cycles. I know I can put together something better than on each of those meets, especially the second one that I did in August, in which I really trained very recklessly. So I'm just going to try and put together what I know works and stay really disciplined, and I'm going to see what comes out of that. I like to do over 1600 without wraps. That's pretty reasonable, provided I stay healthy. but we'll see what happens. So obviously the key there is staying healthy and staying consistent and making sure that I stay on track with all of my training. But anyway, I will be doing at least a couple of these a week. I don't know exactly how many, but I'll be doing a couple of them, and then I'll also be doing some other stuff, putting some stuff out there that I think can actually help people, stuff that I don't see mentioned very often. That again I think will be of use. So keep checking in, and I'll have more videos like this for you very soon.